Welcome, friends of the Greasy Shop Rag. Today we're going to take a look at a Husqvarna 435 chainsaw. Customer complaint is that he wants me to replace the brake band. He had run the saw a little bit with the brake locked on and caused some damage to it. You can see right there it's worn kind of thin. And he doesn't want to jeopardize that safety feature. So we're going to replace the band. First thing you're going to want to do is set the brake so that the spring tension is relieved. And when you take this apart, you know, that spring doesn't go flying. So I think we got like 4 screws on this one. In this case, they're Phillips head. We'll run those out. Take a look at this plastic cover and just make sure that it's not cracked in any places. When you tighten down the bar, you're kind of sandwiching this piece in there, but you know, you still don't want it cracked and falling apart. So there's our mechanism. There's a knee joint in the front that actuates a spring that tightens the band. I'm just going to blow some debris out of here before I take it apart. So the first thing we want to do is pop this spring out of here. There's a little bit of energy stored behind it. It could go flying. You should probably hold your finger over the top of it when you do this, just to keep it in place. And there's a little E-clip right here. We'll get that out of the way. And now everything's free to come out. Although it may be bound in there a little bit. Sometimes you don't have the right angle here and it doesn't want to slide off the end of that shaft. Or sometimes the other end of the band is kind of jammed into the cover. Then you're going to have one screw that holds the band.
Stripes.
You're going to have one screw that holds the band in place onto the knee joint assembly. And there's a little closer look at our wear. You see it's almost burnt right through on that thin spot of the band. Again, we'll just clean some debris out of there. And while we're at it, we'll make the cover nice and clean and shiny too. You know, part of it is maintenance reasons. Another part of it is, you know, we're performing a task for a customer. They don't really expect to get their equipment back filthy. So at least the parts that I work on are going to be clean when they get them back. All right, we're going to apply some grease in here. Because there are some metal moving parts. This is near the top of the saw. If it sits in the rain, this stuff's all going to get wet. And the last thing you want is a brake mechanism that doesn't function, especially when you need it. The brake band just saddles over the end of this plastic spring holder. And then you have that single screw that holds it on there. This would have been a good place for music, but you guys don't want music, remember? All right, we're going to lay the brake band in the cover, kind of get it close. And then we're going to put the knee joint assembly over the pin and collapse the knee joint, because that's going to give you a little advantage when you're trying to collapse the spring. I like using these scrunches that have a shoulder on them. They fit in that spring just perfect. I don't know if Husky planned that or not, but it works. And be careful because here the band is trying to pop out of place. And right there where it snapped in is where I had my head in the way. But as you can see, it did snap in there. It wasn't that big a deal. It does take a little bit of pressure to push it in, but it's not crazy difficult to do. I smeared some more grease on top of that spring. Cleaned up the plastic cover. And before we forget, we're going to put that E-clip in place. Try to keep at least one finger on top of the clip the whole time, because if it's, if your plier slips or something, that clip's going to go flying. You're never going to find it. But if you got your finger over the top of it, the pliers will just slip off and the clip will still be sitting there. We'll get our 4 screws to hold the cover back in place. Uncomfortable silence. He's got this nice zoom action going on, eh? Alright, so here is our modified scrunch. I removed every other section of the socket itself that would bite onto the spark plug. And that left me with 3, tabs sticking out. Here I got to straighten them a little bit because they're bent. But those 3 tabs work perfect for resetting the brake band on this style Husqvarna. And you'll see how when I released the brake, it opened up the band. And now I want to make sure that that band is sitting on top of those little perches and not in front of those little perches. The band has to sit on top, otherwise it'll be too small of a diameter to fit over the drum. And a lot of times what you'll have to do is release some tension on the chain adjuster here just to get things to pop into place. So that's it. That's all I got for you on the Husqvarna 435 chainsaw brake band replacement. Thanks for watching. Later.